Good evening, Warren. How you doing?
Ah, evening. Yeah, listen here, just like everyone else, this international break sucks, man. Cheapest.
Oh yeah, tell me
That's
about it. Look,
pathetic.
but we had the Springboks keeping us company, so
Yeah, that was good. You're right. Yeah, there was some good rugby. Yeah, but you miss the Premier League when it's not here.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Uh, yeah, and it feels so long, man. I mean, it's only been 2 weeks, so it was just
It
one weekend
does.
without
Yeah,
football, but it feels so much longer when
it's
you don't get to see Arsenal.
it's like stretched over 2 weeks type of things, like half a
Yeah,
month. It does feel long, and I suppose also. Even like especially if you're on a decent run, then you just want the next game to come and come and come.
yeah, exactly.
And
I mean,
they say you be careful what you wish for. So we got the
true,
biggest
true.
test possible that we could ask for.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's your? We straight smack bang into it like fifth gear, from naught
yeah.
percent to like fifth gear in one, like a blink
So
of an eye. What's your feelings on? You looking forward to this game?
I am. I'm nervous, not scared. I'm
What
not
kind of
scared of
nervous though?
Liverpool. It's just like that cup final nervous type of thing
Oh, okay.
feeling,
Yeah.
like
You're
that
not sure what's
nervous.
gonna happen. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You just don't know. Um, I mean, Liverpool fans are predicting they're going to win us. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I've asked a couple, like, how are they
Yeah.
feeling? And they're quite
True.
confident. They're like, nah, us, no nerves. Like, nah, no
Yeah.
nerves. No, not
No,
scared of us. No, not.
same experience, yeah. Same same
So,
experiences.
yeah, let's just hope Arsenal can surprise them. But,
I think it'll be a good. I think if we want to know how good our
like,
team is, I
yeah,
think now we will know in no uncertain terms. There's no hiding place tomorrow, brother.
yeah,
There's
for
no.
sure.
From that point of view, I'm actually looking forward to this game just for that more than anything. Just the fact that we will know what these players are worth.
Yeah,
We've been playing. Okay, we've been on a good run, good form, but we haven't really. We're going to be coming up against world class players tomorrow, and each
yeah,
man is going to have to be accounted for and stand up. So, I know the only way you really get to know how good a person is when you put him up against some of the best players in the world.
yeah.
So,
And look,
yeah,
I don't think I don't think any Arsenal fan can be too disappointed if we do lose. It's just about the performance we put out tomorrow.
yeah,
I
true,
mean, getting
true.
something out of the game is a bonus, but it's just the performance we put and that heart we showed against Spurs. If they can come with
Yeah,
that same
yeah,
determination tomorrow,
yeah,
I think we can put our hands up, even if Liverpool win us. I'm
no,
not.
for sure.
I'm not conceding to losing. So,
Yeah,
but we all know. Look, Liverpool is the Liverpool's, Manchester City, Chelsea's. They're
yeah,
way ahead of us.
the three. No, I think
So
everyone understands that. Yeah, but I
and
think
and
I think maybe the difference. I don't know if you agree with me, but I think the difference of this year and previous visits to Anfield is at least we got a bit of hope going into this game.
yeah, 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 for sure.
I think before it was like, well, let me just down a few big drinks and make sure I'm oiled before the game and just get it
Yeah,
over with. But I think now we actually got these hope at least going into the game. It's something can happen, and who knows? Maybe it will.
yeah, yeah. Look, I'm not expecting a hiding tomorrow. I'm not expecting a total thrashing at all. If that does happen, obviously we will then be very frustrated. In the
Yeah.
Arteta out plan will be back on Sunday. So, but I'm not
Cozy.
expecting that. I
Yeah.
don't think this team is that bad
Yeah.
to
No,
get a
for sure. Yeah.
thrashing.
No, I
Um,
agree with you.
but yeah, so with us babbling, let's
Yeah.
invite our guests, Brandon
Let's get the
and
money in. Yeah.
Wolfie.
Let's get the money
Let's
in.
get the guys and hear what they've got to say. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Wolfie. How's it going,
Good
guys?
Good
evening,
evening,
fellow
gentlemen.
goons.
Good day,
Good
good
evening
day,
to all
good day.
the guys tuning in. Thank you.
Nice seeing you boys again, man. She was. Are you? It's been a long 2 weeks for us. working
Yeah, for
hard,
sure.
and now another big. I say I just told Nazim now. Be careful what we wish for. We were missing football, and now,
Mm,
bam, fifth gear,
yeah.
Anfield tomorrow night, main event of the weekend. Be careful what we wish for. Now we've got it, and
Yeah.
we're both saying we're looking forward to this game. It's gonna be a hell of a game, that's for sure. I mean, everyone
Yeah.
is kind of looking forward to this, even the other
Yeah.
supporters as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah. What's your thoughts? Are you on this game? I mean, Baker, you want to start with you? What's your
Yeah,
feelings?
sure.
For this game?
Look, I've got a bit
Be
of a
honest.
dilemma
Be
on my.
honest.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna be as honest as I normally am. So what's happening tomorrow? Like I
Yeah.
explained to you, it's my son's birthday. He's Chelsea, but that is
Yes.
not a dilemma. That is not a dilemma. The dilemma is my eldest boot. He's a staunch Liverpool supporter. He's coming here with his with his
Oh.
son, which is obviously my nephew. They're
Yeah.
gonna watch the game here live at my
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
So it's
They
myself and
Liverpool.
Angela.
Are they
Yeah,
Liverpool?
myself. Yeah, they Liverpool. Yeah. So it's myself and Angela, my daughter,
Yeah.
obviously, as you know,
Yeah. Of
versus the
course.
two. So it's the two cousins versus
Yes.
the two and the two broochies.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Come
look,
on.
I'm mindful of how bad we've been at Anfield in recent seasons and years, but I'm also hopeful from our previous 8-9 matches that I think if we if Arteta puts a right team out and the players' mindset is there, we can push Liverpool to the edge. I mean, they've been leaking goals defensively, so I've been watching some of the games.
Yeah.
Their keeper's also dodgy at times. Ellison has had some.
And
Ellison has had some butterfingers. Some of the goals he let in now, even in the Premier League,
point.
has been a bit
Yeah.
dodgy.
Good point.
So I think, in my opinion, we can snatch it. It's going to be, like Nazim said, it's going to be a very, very tight match. I don't see us getting a
Marcus.
hiding. I hope not. I pray not. Jeez, I don't want to be roasted by my family. But I won't even give my prediction. I just think we're going to edge it. I'll give my prediction when
We'll
you
get,
guys do your
we're gonna
predictors
get
later.
predictions.
Yeah.
We'll get predictions.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I'm not going to give it now. I'll just say we'll edge it. That's for now. That's it.
Okay, Wolfie's ready to give his. He
Yeah,
ready
for
to
sure.
have a couple of beers before the show.
Uh,
So he's be vitamin ready. Wolfie, give
yeah,
us
Wait,
your
wait,
opinions
Wolfie,
on this one.
Wolfie, before you get to that,
yes,
there's
sir.
actually a Liverpool fan watching us. Marcus, how are
You
you
guys have
feeling
so
about
much talent
tomorrow's?
in your side. No, it's good.
Yeah,
I mean,
Marcus is a Liverpool fan, yeah.
yeah, how are you feeling about tomorrow's game? So far, all the Liverpool fans, like everybody I work for, support Liverpool. I mean, I work in
Oh,
a team of 10 guys, and what about 7 of them supports Liverpool, and they're all looking forward to winning us tomorrow. No nerves. They're not scared of Arsenal. How do you feel, Marcus? Let us know. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry about that, Wolfie. How are
Wolfie.
you
Yeah,
feeling
no,
about
no,
tomorrow's
no
game?
problem, no problem. Look, it's as Nazim said, we all are nervous, but that's based on our mindset of how our team on. It's based on our mindset of what happened in previous seasons, going to Anfield. We they Anfield has been like we've had a torrid time at Anfield for the last couple of seasons now, and they've been handing us a lot of hidings of late.
Yeah,
But but on the other hand, I do feel a little bit confident based on based on how we've been playing and how we've been growing mentally and physically, and our energy levels has been basically all over the place in a good way. So I'm fairly confident. I wouldn't say I'm confident that we're going to go there and win, but I'm confident that we're going to put up a good challenge and that we're going to go there with the right mentality. Because it is a quote, you guys know me about Arteta, but there was an interesting quote that he said. This is what he quoted. He said, "You have to go to Anfield and believe that you can beat them. If one of my players don't have this mentality, then they shouldn't put the Arsenal shirt on." Now, these are the kind of words that we want to hear a manager speak.
yeah,
You gotta be positive going into
yeah,
any field. You got to be positive. You got to know that we are the Arsenal. We can go
Yeah,
and get results.
yeah, for sure.
We're not a dopey club. We are a massive club, and it's just of
Absolutely.
the last couple of years that teams have got the better of us. But our badge and our history, it's massive. We are a massive club, and the way we've been playing of late, I am fairly confident that we can surprise them. Definitely,
No, for sure.
definitely.
Um, I want to just before we're going to go more into the crux of the matter for the game. This is a massive. This is like the acid test. I think everyone agrees.
Yeah.
For Arteta, this is the one. Just a little bit of a latest team news that's come through. So, a little bit of good news in the sense of injuries. So, the only serious injury at the moment, like everyone knows, is still the long-term injury to Granit Xhaka. He's only returning back in, I think they said early Jan. But there's two sort of fitness tests that will be conducted on Aubameyang. Okay, that's one, and then the second one is Thomas Partey. Now, so now that we got that out of the way, so that these in the final call, I think Arteta said he'll make a sort of final decision sometime tomorrow, obviously before the game. So there's a bit of doubt on those two key players. So with that and knowing that, um, I'm quite interested to know from you guys if you were the manager, how would you approach this game tomorrow? What I'm talking
Uh,
formations, tactics. Baker, you want to start with you?
yeah,
How would
sure.
you approach this game?
Okay, if I was a Teta, I definitely would not drop Nuno on that left back position. He's been doing some good grinding on that, and he's got a phenomenal pace as well. The only issue is he can't push up too high because they might catch us out of that long ball of Van Dijk. Because I now notice he likes to dwell in the front of the park, and sometimes he doesn't get back in time. But Tierney's been playing well for Scotland, but the problem is you can't throw Tierney back in because Nuno's been playing with the team,
Yeah,
and he's formed part of the winning
back four.
sport
Yeah, yeah,
fixtures. Yeah. So if you can dent the guy's confidence as well by benching him now and bringing Tierney in, because then it looks as if he's not good enough. But he was good enough now, and we've won with him without Tierney playing. So look, that's a different kettle of fish, Liverpool. I would definitely leave him in. Gabriel should start. White and obviously Tommy Yasu on the right back position. In the midfield, I'm a bit worried. I'm not sure if I was. I don't think I would start. I would throw Thomas Partey in. We've seen what happened to him previously. If I'm rushing him back from a slight injury, then the guy 50,
yeah.
60 minutes, you have to take him off. He's basically useless. He can't run. And Liverpool's midfield, I think the battle is going to be won in midfield
Yeah, I was gonna
tomorrow.
ask you that. Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Yeah, yeah.
A lot of guys say the defense, but I think it's more in the midfield. Liverpool's got their injury woes, but I still think because of the attacking and the type of way Klopp has drilled the whole team, not just
Yeah.
the starting 11, the replacements are just as good. They might not be on the same level, but them coming
Yeah.
in, they still play
Yeah.
as a unit. So
Like, I wanted to ask you.
yeah,
Like, I wanted to ask you a question.
sure.
Say, for example, like the party doesn't make the starting lineup, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Would you change the formation in midfield? Would you maybe go with three midfielders, or would you just stick with the two in front of the back four? What
I,
did you go with,
I don't
or
think
would you
we
do
can play
something
two.
else?
I don't think we can play two against him. I think it's a bit too light in the midfield because Liverpool will press their high press game, and they're going to obviously switch to the flanks if that doesn't work. But mostly, I think in the midfield, although they'll probably play Thiago. I'm not sure about Henderson. Apparently, it's a question mark. But also, we know Klopp likes to play some games. He says this one
Yeah,
is injured, that one. And
yeah,
miraculously, the guy play overnight. He's healed, and he plays. He's in the starting lineup. So I take Klopp with a pinch of salt with
yeah,
regards to his lineup. But more concerning on our lineup, I would
yeah.
definitely. I think with
So
Liverpool.
you'd go with the middle three. You'd go with the mid three then.
I'd
Three in the
probably
middle.
go with the three. Match them up because they
Okay.
play a typical 4-3-3, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, Liverpool.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
try
so
and
you
match
match
them
them
up
up.
in the
Okay.
midfield. Yeah, we match them up. And then just basically look, if we see there's obviously too much pressure from the midfield and they're getting some space and they're creating space on the flanks, and obviously we need to change at least Arteta needs to be vigilant of that and change the midfield. You understand? Just to
Yeah,
give us a bit
yeah,
more composure, and Jimmy basically going to have to hit him on the counter attack. But we don't know what team is going to start tomorrow for
yeah,
Liverpool. We know what squad we have available. We don't know what they have available. Because
yeah.
on paper now they look a bit thin because of all the injuries. But we're not sure who's going to recover in time miraculously.
Well,
Like
I think,
previously,
yeah, I'm just listening to the news on Premier
yeah.
League, and it seems like most of those players will actually make it.
That's
To be
that's amazing how these guys
yeah,
recover. And I mean, our guys stay out for 2-3 months. It's like I say, Warren, we have to see tomorrow what Klopp puts out. But he's not, obviously, we know he's not a stupid manager. He's got his
yeah,
tactics already figured out.
yeah.
He knows exactly what he's going to do. So we just hope Arteta is going to try and maybe count him or maybe have one up on him. Because, I mean,
And
if you watch the Hammers, yeah, you
yeah,
know,
if you go the three in the, sorry, Mike, if you go three in the middle, who
yeah.
would be your front three then? Because someone would have to drop out. Then would you go for your front three?
Yeah, that's a bit of a
Considering the
tough one.
opposition we're going up
Yeah,
against.
yeah. Okay, you also need runners. So
Yeah,
that's gonna be a tough one. You need someone guys to track back. It can't just be forward thinking players. You need guys that can come back. Look, Saka is good. He has to be on the one flank. He
okay.
can track back. Look, I would actually have gone with Lacazette, but I think considering Aubameyang has shown some difference and some
Yeah,
leadership in the sense of actually tracking back, making some
yeah,
awesome tackles, but I couldn't believe in the last few matches. I would go with him.
yeah.
And then it's a tough
Third
one on the
one.
other flank. Trying to think now. Who are we gonna put on the other flank? It's a bit of a
Pepe.
not a chance. Maybe go with Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe
Smith Rowe. Okay,
on the
okay,
other side.
okay.
Yeah.
Wolfie. Okay. Slot Baker.
Yeah.
So
Thanks,
that's a
man.
4-3-3 for you, eh?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Look,
That's a good one.
look,
Wolfie. Okay. Now that you know the latest team news, how would you
it's
approach this game?
look. It's
You,
look. It's this is actually a difficult one. It's Arteta's got his work cut out for tomorrow's game. I mean, if you look at what we have available, and I'm the outside. I'm the guy looking from the outside in. Our midfield is too weak. Will be too weak for Liverpool's three. They play their three
yeah.
midfielders. It's
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? Fabinho, Henderson, and
Henderson.
Alcantara.
Thiago.
Those
Yeah.
three guys. Those
Thiago.
three guys is going to be too strong. They're going to be too strong for our midfield. We got to think about these kind of things. It's going to be interesting duels on both wings, especially Salah against Tavares. That's going to be interesting. We don't want a scenario where Liverpool hit us first 15 minutes 2-0, like what happened with Manchester United. We need to be compact at the back. Our defense is key tomorrow. That we keep position, that we don't, as Baker said, that the guy don't bomb up front, because that's going to be bread and butter for Salah to pocket all those
Yeah.
spaces. So it's interesting. Like I said, Arteta's got his work cut out. There's going to be a lot of strategic planning, tactical positioning, all those kind of things. You got Mane playing against Tomiyasu. For me, I believe Tomiyasu will come out on top 9 out of 10 times against Mane. My worries on
Wow.
our left hand. My
That's
worries
a
on
big
my
statement. Okay.
yes. No, for real,
Okay.
I got confidence in Tomiyasu. And
Tommy
defensive,
son.
yes, Tomiyasu, yeah. Defensively, the guy's he's been rock solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My worry is gonna be what we're gonna do against their informed player Salah.
Salah. Yeah.
What are we gonna do? What's our game plan? How are we gonna handle the guy? Are we gonna our left hand side can't drift too much up. Smith Rowe, he's got his job cut out. He's gonna have to help Tavares on the left hand side.
Is he that
But
type of
for
player
Yeah.
though? That's the thing I'm thinking. Saka
who's
and
it?
Smith Rowe. Saka one side and Smith Rowe. If we do go with him, are they the
Smith
type
Rowe
of players
normally
that
plays
do
on the
that?
left.
To track, to
Yeah, yeah,
whatever way.
look,
Are they the type
my
of
main
players that
worry,
would drift back?
my
That's
main
what I'm
worry is
worried about.
How would play Saka on the left?
Saka.
I'll also
But
play him
with
on the left.
Saka,
Yeah.
but the problem is Smith Rowe has a better game on the left. He has.
Yeah, we know
Yeah.
this.
He
We know
produced. Yeah.
That's
So
why
now
we said
you
yeah.
basically you're killing two birds with one stone.
Mm.
Your left. You don't want to destroy the boys. His game is on the left, so leave him. He's performing on the left. You can't swap him to. My problem is if you're going to throw Saka to the left, Saka he doesn't like helping out defensively. We've seen it
No, he
in many
does.
games.
No, he does. No,
He
Wolfie does.
does.
He used to be a
Saka
left
was-
back at
he
times.
used to be a
Remember when
left
we were
back,
thin?
That's why.
He used to be a left back.
In
He does
the-
track
in
back,
the-
Wolfie.
In the
Yeah.
Chelsea game when we lost 2-0, he was
Yeah.
one of the culprits and didn't help Tierney
Yeah.
out, and everybody
Yeah, but
said,
okay.
Tierney.
But
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
is
okay,
one
Wolfie, that was
game.
early days. Yeah, that
Okay,
was
I
early
understand
days.
that.
Eh?
I understand that. I understand that was when we weren't that good. But I would prefer Saka to help out Tabiyasu, and Saka is more
On his
when he
right,
cuts
on his
in
right,
and
on the right
yeah,
side.
when he cuts in on his left,
I must,
he always puts
I
a
must
shot
admit,
in.
the whole debate around, like Wolfie's
But-
saying now, he's right. The whole left back situation at Tavares and Tierney. Tavares does look physically stronger if going up against Salah. Upper body strength,
Yeah.
he look like he can
But-
like,
not-
handle himself.
But his game
Not
needs to be
just-
managed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His game needs
yeah.
to be managed, and he
Yeah.
needs to be told he's got a job at left back. This is not
Of
we're
course.
not playing against Watford, and he needs to
Yeah.
bombard up
Yeah.
front.
Yeah.
He needs to cover his position.
Discipline.
He needs to, he
Big,
needs to
big-
stay in position. And look,
My
if he
main
can make a
worry-
run, then yeah. But I mean, don't do it every
Yeah.
second chance because
Yes.
I noticed he likes to take on the guys, Wolfie, and he likes to.
No, it's true.
He's not scared. He's not scared to.
Yeah, he's
run
direct.
at
He's
his
very
inside.
direct. He's
Yeah,
very
so
direct.
that is not a problem, but it could be a major issue against Liverpool because they, like you
Yeah.
say earlier, brother,
If we
they might just exploit him. If he's out of position, who covers on the left flank?
exactly,
We don't have
then you
Xhaka
got
there.
two,
Normally
two
falls
against
in.
one.
Xhaka normally falls into the left back position. So who's going to
Yes.
do that? Because we've got a very young stretch midfield tomorrow. We've got who? Lakonga, Maitland Niles, Thomas Partey might be ready. Arteta's touch and go with he's touch and go
Partey.
with Thomas Partey. So
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got the midfield's a big concern. Yeah,
It's
it
a
is a
bit
big
of a-
concern.
Look,
Look, we got
Lakonga,
a
I
six-
think. Look, Niles knows the Premier League. He's played against Liverpool how many occasions? So he knows what's happening.
Don't be listen. I'm just saying. I'm throwing this name in here, but don't be surprised. Don't fall off your
Okay.
chair tomorrow at
No,
7 o'clock when
No, don't tell
Muhammad
me.
Al Nini
No,
Oh no,
appears on the
Jesus.
TV. I'm just saying.
I promise you.
No.
Al
Then-
Nini in the middle of the three. Al Nini. I like Al Nini,
I
man.
think-
Come on, Al Nini.
Oh shit!
Look,
You know what?
you got-
He is a fellow teammate of Mohamed Salah, yeah, for the national team. But I mean,
Yeah, the guy's going to
with
give
all
you
due
the goals. He's
respect,
going to goals.
with all- he's gonna say Mohammed. Here we go. Bless you, brother.
Captain.
I just think Wolfie's right, man. No.
Look,
Okay,
I agree
so
with
another-
Wolfie. No, Nene.
I just
No,
want to
Nene
say one
tomorrow.
thing.
He's
I
good
just
at
wanna
the squad
say-
play, and he just came
Who-
back.
Wolfie, yeah. Oh, sorry, Wolfie.
I just
Carry
want
on,
to say
sir.
one thing. Look, we're in a bit of a catch-22 situation in midfield because I hear what you guys are saying. Our midfield is going to be exploited if we're going to play Lakonga and Niles against their three. They're going to run circles around us. That's where
Yeah.
they're going to have all the ball position. Now, there's many things to take into consideration. Now, if we're going to drop Lacazette and play, if Aubameyang is fit and he plays and he starts, remember he will start above Lacazette is the captain. So if he's available, you're going to basically bring in Odegaard. Arteta will bring in Odegaard to make a midfield three.
Ooh.
But what is going to happen is if Odegaard has a poor game, Aubameyang is not going to get ball because
Exactly.
their two defenders is going to pocket Aubameyang.
Yeah.
But
He's
if you-
basically stagnant.
I would rather play Lacazette in Odegaard's position because
Yeah.
he's got an outlet to help Aubameyang and also to hold the ball. He does
He's
basically
more
the same
physical,
job.
Wolfie.
Yes,
Wolfie
he's
is
much
more
more
physical
physical.
than Odegaard. And look, he scored against
Exactly.
Liverpool. He actually likes to score against him.
Yeah.
So he knows him, you know?
I like
think
that.
it's based
I
on
like that.
And he's actually, Lacazette's actually on form now, considering there's a whole debacle on his 1 year new contract they're only going to offer him, and he wants a long-term contract. So he's hungry. He's basically a Boomerang 2 seasons ago, willing to prove himself, get in there, do
Yeah.
the dirty work, get the grit, get the goal, get the assist. He doesn't matter if he scores. You can see it.
Lacazette
He's a team
can
player.
almost be like our third midfielder type of thing. you know?
That's it. That's exactly. Yeah,
my point.
correct. That makes
Uh,
sense.
You should
So,
start.
I mean, so now the next, the even more difficult question. So I think we're getting the midfield, the debate right, and the defense
Yeah.
and keeper that's sorted. But So how do we hurt Liverpool tomorrow? How do we lay a glove on Liverpool tomorrow?
Look,
We
what I'm
can't
gonna
not.
say.
So
eh?
first of all, we
Okay,
can't not lay a glove on them because then we will lose and get
okay,
hiding. How do we
okay.
lay a glove on these guys?
Give us one to
Come
Wolfie,
on,
guys. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'll be
Goofy,
back in two
Goofy, you
seconds.
up,
Give it to
sir?
Wolfie.
You up,
Okay,
Goofy?
Edgar, I'm gonna go get him a beer now, man. Come on.
He's gonna top him up. Yeah, top him up.
Look,
Tell him to bring
it's
me one.
gonna look. Our first 20 minutes in the game is going to be crucial that we don't concede any goals. That first 20 minutes, we don't want to concede. You know, if we're going to concede, our morale is going to drop. We don't want that. First
Yeah,
20 minutes is going to be important that we defend well and that we are one of the aspects that has worked well for us is our energy levels. And a lot is going to be taken into consideration by the guys coming back from international duty. Are they 100% match fit? Or how is the energy levels? Are they going to chase down balls? Because what we're going to have to do to Liverpool tomorrow is if we're going to sit back all the time, they're gonna come out and beat us. But we need to take. There's going to be periods in the game where we need to take
yeah,
the party to them. We're
yeah.
going to
Yeah,
need to take the
that's
party
why
to them.
I think Lacazette has to play tomorrow because
I
Lacazette
agree.
is that
Exactly.
that
He
that
has to.
Agree.
He has to
he's an
because
outlet. He holds the
he's an
ball up.
outlet
So
between strike and midfield.
yeah, exactly. So Lacazette plays tomorrow. We stand a chance.
He
So
And look,
has
we
to.
can't
Yes.
we can't
True.
go
He's
toe to
got-
toe with him. It's the way I see. We just gotta sit back and hit him on the break, and
Exactly.
so
that's how we
does
Yeah,
beat
that
them.
mean we go four
I'm
four
back,
one
guys.
one? Does that mean we go 4-4-1-1 with Lacazette?
Yeah, probably,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Or,
With
yeah, it
Lacazette
can
just
become a
behind Aubameyang.
4-5-1.
Look,
Yeah, it can become
Yeah,
a 4-5-1 or so.
Warren, what
Do you
I
think?
also think is,
Yeah,
Van Dijk has looked a bit dodgy at a few games I've watched, a recent game I've watched.
yeah.
So even
Check at
against
this
Atletico
comment
Madrid.
from check at the comment
Hmm?
from Marcus, who is a Liverpool fan.
Oh
Just
shit! I didn't even
said
see
the
that. I
same
just
thing.
got back now.
Yeah,
Yeah, look,
said the
Yeah.
same
I
thing.
think for pace, Smith Rowe, if he can get the ball in behind him, even for Aubameyang, if they're on target, they definitely can score. Allison as well has looked dodgy. Look, I'm taking nothing away from Liverpool. Even with the B team, they've got some quality. They might not have the ultimate depth like City, but like I said, with Klopp's system, the players are so well drilled. It's going to be tough for us to just go there and assume that with all the injuries we can just beat them. It's not going to be a walk in the park. We know this.
And
But
yeah,
what I'm also grateful for, sorry, what was that? Naseem, Wolfie.
now you can
no, no,
continue.
go for it, go for
Oh,
it,
okay.
go for it.
Okay. So, with that being said, I think the weak spot is also Trent Alexander. He likes to bomb forward. We need to attack on
Yeah,
that flank. Him and
yeah,
Van Dijk is our key areas. Now, another player that could assist us there with the long balls is Ben White. The only issue
yeah,
I have with him is we played previous teams now. I'm not going to say they're weaker team. That is a Premier League. It might have been one or two in the mix, but they allowed Liverpool don't allow you space
yeah,
because of their press, the type of system that Klopp has developed there. So all the players are on key. They're on song. They know exactly what to do. So if Ben White is going to drive forward and he loses the ball, that's just going to put us in a world load of shit
Can we?
because their wing backs are going to bomb us and they're just
Yeah,
going to give one cross
yeah,
across and then we got two players in the
Look,
box or three players and they got five Liverpool players against us.
yeah.
That
Can
normally
you?
happens. I've
Can
watched
you
it.
guys?
Liverpool does it all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. True. No, you're right. Yeah. Can you see us scoring 2 goals tomorrow night with the current the recent form in terms of our attacking ability,
look,
creating
you
chances,
got
scoring goals? Can
Are
you
you
see us
asking for
scoring two
prediction
tomorrow?
or you're just asking
No,
for
no,
can we
we're
score
not
two?
there yet. We're not there yet. We're not.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
ask
Okay.
in
Sure.
general.
Sure.
can I,
Can you see
can
us
I
at some point scoring 2 goals tomorrow night? Wolfie,
can
Yeah.
I can I answer that?
Wolfie,
You gotta
go for
ask,
it.
yeah, you gotta ask yourself one question. Or look back at Liverpool. They conceded what 3 goals against West Ham, 2 goals against Brighton, 3 goals
Mm.
against Brentford. Of course, if we
But here's the
play,
difference. Here's the
yeah,
difference, and this is what I'm hinting more at. Not
Yeah.
about Liverpool, which I think we know, but I haven't been impressed with us in terms of our attacking ability. We're not
if
creating enough chances. We're not clinical enough for sure. and
Yeah,
we're not scoring enough goals. I mean, we played a couple of piss teams, Burnleys and
yeah. We should have killed him
Norwich
at 5-0. Yeah,
and even Watford. I mean, now that is
yeah.
my question. Even with
They,
Liverpool's recent defensive frailties, do we have it within ourselves, one, to create the chances, and two, to take it? Can you? Because I tell you, why I say
yes,
two is the reason why I say two. We're gonna need to score twice tomorrow, I reckon, just to get the bloody point.
point.
Mm,
2 goals to
Yeah,
get 1 point. I reckon we're gonna have to
yeah.
score two
we
to get
can.
1 point.
As
Can
Baker
you see
said,
us do that?
as
I don't
Baker
know.
just mentioned, there is a lot of areas in their defense that we can exploit. They're not that
Mm.
good defensively. We gotta look at it at that. You gotta take stats. They've been conceding a lot of goals. Obviously, Arteta knows these things. His backroom staff has studied them. They know where the weaknesses is. Van Dijk is not as he was in the past.
Yeah,
He's not the same
exactly.
player.
Mm.
Aubameyang needs
Also
to
that
up his
injury. Yeah,
game. He does need
yeah.
tomorrow. The guy needs to if Aubameyang starts tomorrow, the guy needs to up his game. Simple as
Yeah.
that. He's got the pace to run
There's
past
no. Yeah,
both these defenses.
I agree with
They got
Wolfie
Smith Rowe.
because
Smith Rowe
yeah,
plays to his potential.
yes,
You
all the
can cause
time.
them Saka and Smith
Yeah,
Rowe based on their current performance.
oh,
They can
they form. Yeah,
cause Liverpool a headache
I know
tomorrow. They can
on
cause them
both
a
flanks.
headache.
Yeah, yeah. But the
It's
problem is
simple. We just
Wolfie's
need to
right.
go there with a mindset that we can beat them
Yeah, Arteta needs to make
and
a
get a
big call
result.
tomorrow. Look, even if Aubameyang is the captain and he's playing Kaka recently or whatever the case may be, he hasn't been really on the goal scoring sheets. He needs to step up tomorrow, like Wolfie says, show what he's about. He showed his track back. He's made some hectic tackles. He's got a bit of improvement in his in his match.
Okay.
That means nothing if you look at his potential job. His potential job is a striker. He should be putting the ball in the net. Yes, he's good that he's come to the party in the sense of doing that, and that attributes contributes towards his character. But he needs to
Yeah.
put the ball in the net. He's done it on in previous seasons. What's stopping him now? I actually think
Yeah.
Lacazette, if he starts tomorrow, he's going to score against Liverpool, Warren and Naseem. But Wolfie, I have to agree with you, brother. I think that we need to exploit their weaknesses. That's the only way. We have to be resolute in our defense. We have to be compact. Don't allow them in his space and at long balls in between. Salah is going to be a headache on the one flank there. I know it for sure. So we need to double up on that side and we need to keep him occupied. Other teams have done it. You're right. Other teams have
Would,
executed the game plan
would
well.
you?
So, I mean, look, it's different between Arsenal and Liverpool. We can't compare to other teams. Maybe that manager got their tactics right on the day. We're dealing with something different also. When Liverpool played Anfield, once that crowd gets behind you, Warren, I
Yeah.
don't explain to you guys.
Yeah. Of
You know
course.
what
Yeah.
happens
Yeah.
there. That
Yeah.
crowd gets
Yeah.
behind them. These guys become like supernatural and they just do what they need to do. So it could go either way,
Who
good
do you
or
think?
very bad. Yeah.
Who do you think? Who do
Yeah.
you
So
think could be our key man? If you had to pick one guy, who do you think would be our key guy tomorrow night? That's going to be the game changer for us.
look, I still got the money on Smith Rowe at the moment, in my opinion.
Smith Rowe.
Yeah, I
Wolfie,
still
who do
feel
you
that
go for?
although he's young, don't wanna put all the pressure on him. I think so, Warren.
Okay. Wolfie, what do you? Who gets your vote? Our key
I
guy
think
for
like
tomorrow night.
Lacazette is going to be the key to unlocking Aubameyang and also helping out in the midfield. I think he's crucial tomorrow. His role is going to be crucial.
Do you think?
He,
See, I'm glad you mentioned the
Wolfie,
number
sorry
10.
quickly.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry,
okay.
quickly, Warren. Before I forget, sorry to break your word, brother.
No, that's
Wolfie,
fine.
just quickly, you said Lacazette is our key man. I actually was going to say him first, but then I thought, okay, I'm going to give it to Smith Rowe based on form. But what if Lacazette doesn't start tomorrow? You know, Arteta throws a span in the works, brother. What if Arteta doesn't start tomorrow?
Well, that's true as well. I mean, we're
That
just
also
guessing at
has
the
happened
moment.
tough one,
before. Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Hey?
That's it.
I'm going to. I don't even think our main thing is attack tomorrow. I think
Defense.
there is two goals. Our main thing is our left back.
Ramsdale.
How quiet we can keep Mo Salah. That guy
Hmm.
is
It's true.
Yeah, he's on another level at the
dangerous.
moment. Yeah. Yeah,
That
Nazim,
guy
he's on
is
another
so
level.
dangerous.
Correct.
So if
Tell
whoever
me something.
Tavares or Tierney plays, if they can get Mo Salah in their pocket, that's where Liverpool
Yeah, for sure.
Most
You
of
know,
them
you know,
is that
on that,
Yeah.
goals
on
come from.
on that,
So
on for what I've seen in the past
that's
couple
going to
of
be
years,
important.
Salah is basically whoever played left back for us in the previous games. Salah is basically bullied. He hasn't even like outplayed them. He's just bullied them. I
Yeah.
don't know. This the VAR. That's what I'm saying. If anything, if I had to put my money on someone and say who would I back to go elbow to elbow, chest to chest, upper body strength
Yeah.
against upper body strength, I'll put
And
my
pace,
money on
yeah.
Tavares, and I'll say
Mm.
this guy can stand his man. It depends on the other
Correct,
factors.
Warren.
Salah's got other
Yeah.
attributes, and that is where the midfield's gonna have to come in and
There we
protect the
go.
left back. But
Look,
if I must
in
put
a
my
lot,
money on someone, Tierney's gonna have a hell of a job getting his
he's going to
position
get
back.
himself back, yeah. I
People
don't
were
think
laughing at me. People were
I
laughing at
don't
me
think
when I said that. I
yeah.
reckon that bra's got a job now. He's got a
Yeah.
job in his hand.
Look, but Arteta said he wants to sign key players in key positions that we
Yeah,
needed to strengthen, and
And
there has
that's
to
what
be
we need. Yeah.
competition. Exactly. So I mean, you can't have a player that
Competition
must
gets the
start
best out
every
of
game,
yeah,
players.
and then
yeah,
the backup is not just there in case he gets
yeah.
injured.
We
Now
Yeah,
the
take
look
we
what
backup
take
happened
is
at
is,
Leicester.
is,
yeah.
is actually playing. Yeah, the
We take
backup
Sol
is actually
Campbell
look.
off. We take Sol
Yeah,
Campbell
but
off. We put Mustafi on.
no, you you know what I'm saying. No, no, look.
Nah,
No
not you
one
mean yeah.
knew about. No one thought that Nuno was good enough. Obviously, I mean, at the price we paid. I mean, geez, I thought, who's
Yeah,
that, bro? Yeah,
yeah,
these people watch little YouTube clips, glimpses, this and that, blah blah blah. But the guy came in. Look at Tomiyasu. Now we heard of him really. We know he
Mm.
played in what league, but I mean, he wasn't like a world class player per se. Check this guy Arsenal signing. Everybody laughed when we signed this, but you signing a Jet Li and a this and a noodle and a
yeah,
klomp dinge.
yeah,
And look now,
yeah, for sure.
for us aerial
Wolfie,
duels, you win. Look, one more thing before I go
yeah,
to the next guy. Sorry, Warren.
no, that's fine.
I think what could also I watched the Hammers game
Yeah,
against Paul. I think
yeah,
what's going to bode well in our favor now. We've scored about I think 70% of our goals from set pieces.
yeah, true.
So if we can get to Liverpool's
Yeah,
goalpost
yeah,
and they concede a few corners, we might be in with that shot as well because
yeah,
we have been scoring
yeah. You're
goals
right.
from
You're
that.
right.
You know, that's just
The
one of
thing
my
I
points.
want to do, the one thing Wolfie mentioned about Lacazette, and he's not the number 10 role, right? If he does play in that formation at 4-1-1. And I don't know, maybe it's just me. So I do see it does add a hell of a lot in terms of joining the midfield when we don't have the ball, recovery, even making tackles. He's back towards goal. He can bring in Saka and Smith Rowe and even Aubameyang, but
Mm.
we have a problem with him when we do have the ball and we attacking. We now the attacking team. If you just look at that Watford game last week, so he done all the other defensive stuff, brilliant. But if you're the number 10 in the team, right? That means you're the principal bloody spray painter in the team. You giving the assist to everyone, and this guy doesn't do that. I was checking that Watford game. I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna try and count now. My fingers there, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna count now. How many times did this, but I put the ball through to someone or whatever? And I couldn't. It's 2 weeks ago now, but I can't recall even seeing this guy like putting Oaks in and like a number 10 would. So there is a pro to it. Holding the ball up, and we're gonna need that in Anfield. The ball is gonna go 100 miles an hour. My concern is if we're saying we're gonna score 2 goals, where's that chances going to come from? We haven't created chances. We haven't created a lot of chances, and we played a couple of crap teams. Even against them, we've created very little. I'm hoping that tomorrow is different, but just something I noticed with the Lacazette role there. I think we're going to need more from that guy if he's in the number 10 position. Eh? That's just my
Mm.
observation. I don't know what you guys think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's
Um,
yeah, you're right, but what Lacazette brings to the party is that he's a clever player. He
Mm.
knows when to, I mean, if we look at his performances, he's the guy that won the penalty against the recent home game. He's the guy who won the penalty against Watford. It's his willingness to be on the ball, willingness to make smart runs. Smith Rowe. If there's one thing that Smith Rowe said, he said the guy that helped him the most is Lacazette. And if we look at how they play together, Lacazette
Mm.
brings the best out of Smith Rowe and Saka. If you look at
Yeah.
when Lacazette plays, and they seem to be at another level. They seem to be playing more better when they're
Yeah.
playing with Lacazette and they're playing with Aubameyang
Yeah.
because
The
he knows,
interlinked play. Yeah.
yeah, the interlinking play and the
Mm.
one touch football, those kind of things. And Aubameyang can
He's
be
better. Yeah.
the finish off product from that
Yeah.
three working together and putting balls
Wolf
in the
is right.
box.
Wolf is right. And he draws
But
fouls,
most of
Wolfie.
that,
In
yes,
yeah,
he throws
he
a lot
draws
of fouls.
fouls in yeah,
Yeah,
in especially crucial areas of the pitch. You know?
but
He
Yeah,
draws
but
yeah.
yeah. No, that's
our
true.
damage our damage play is going to be on the wings. It's going to be with Smith
Mm.
Rowe attacking, running with the ball, attacking their fullback, and same with Saka. That is where our chances will be created.
Yeah.
If we win, this is hypothetically. I mean, as we stand now, right? Do you think, considering our recent run of form, do you think we got a realistic chance for to get into the top four? Do you think we got a chance considering where we are in the table? I think we're 2 points
Yeah,
away from top four.
Yeah,
if we
look,
can get a
why
point
not?
out of the Anfield, if we can go and go get a point, that would actually it would be like a mini statement that we're not a team that can easily be rolled over. We consistent. I mean, last 8 games you haven't lost in 8 games. We're
Yeah.
picking up points away. I mean, there's an interesting stat that said here. There's a stat that I actually wrote down. Uh, 6 years it says we've kept 6 out of our last 9 away matches
Yeah,
clean sheet. 6 out of
yeah,
Yeah.
9 away, not home, away.
yeah.
So and there's another interesting stat. Ramsdale, White, and Gabriel, the last 8 games they've only conceded 4 goals.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
that's massive.
Look,
That's massive, eh?
yeah. Look, I'm very optimistic as well, Warren, because Ramsdale has been on fire. Look, I don't want the guy to get battered tomorrow. God forbid. We put in a crappy performance and Liverpool's all over us like in previous seasons. And the
I don't
guy
think that'll happen.
concedes.
To be honest.
No. I'm just saying, God forbid. Hence me
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
I don't think our defense is that bad compared to
yeah.
previous seasons. We have got some unity and stability there now. I think Arteta has maybe won over most of the players, maybe not all. I can see it in the guys' resilience on the field and the teamwork and a bit of fight in them now. They got some coyones. Yeah.
If we draw
So
or
no,
win
that won't.
tomorrow,
No,
if we
draw
draw or win,
won't be bad.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
hypothetically, if we draw
Yeah.
or win tomorrow,
Yeah.
does this mean we can even aim a bit higher than just top four, or is that too soon?
Nah, that's
Yeah,
too soon,
look,
Warren.
I think
I think that's a bit too
our focus
soon.
is
I think
yeah,
that's a
our
bit too soon
focus will
because
be fourth.
December. Yeah, I think all the Gooners and even other fellow supporters of the other teams would say that look, the season is still long. I
Yeah,
think
geez, yeah.
I think Warren might sound but offside to some of our fellow Gooner and Goonerettes, but I think what boded well for us thus far is that we are not playing in Europe.
True,
Tete
not
has
true,
had a strong team
And
true.
I
to
will
pick
say
from
it
all the
again,
time.
and I will say it
He
again and
has
again.
he
I
has
was the,
bowed. Yeah. I also said if we don't play Europe, it might be a blessing in disguise. I never
But yeah,
always
true. Yeah,
chanted
I'm with
Arteta
you on
out.
that.
There was
I'm
times
with
when
you
I
on that.
tedious, of course, because I'm frustrated as
Yeah,
a
but
supporter. I mean, you
yeah, but
guys have been
yeah, but you
supporting us
yeah,
got
30 years almost.
yeah,
yeah.
but
So I mean, geez.
I got
guys,
murdered
Hold
on
on,
the
the
show
Wolfie.
for
Let's not James
saying
speak
that.
quickly. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
you.
murdered on the show last season for
Yeah,
saying
no,
that.
for sure.
I didn't want us to play Europe.
Yeah,
Of course.
a lot of
It
people
Look,
is
it's
wanted
not
us
that
to
you don't
be in
want
Europe,
us.
right? A
We
lot of
needed to,
people
yeah,
wanted
but
us to
we,
be in
didn't
Europe.
yeah. Look at United.
because
They
yeah,
spent
we needed.
money and now they got Ronaldo. And I mean, they in Europe, but I mean, geez, they didn't lose against Villarreal, young boys, and all kinds of
The
shit going on there. Just
bottom
saying.
line is we don't have the squad to play Thursday and the Sunday. We just don't
And
have
then you got
the team.
your domestic cup games as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah,
yeah.
we've there's enough for now. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, I don't even think top four. If we make top four as a bonus, we just have to get
Yeah.
back into Europe. That's it.
Yeah,
If it's
That's it.
Europa
I
League, it doesn't
reckon,
matter. Just get back
we can
into
make
Oh,
Europe.
top six. I
oh,
reckon we can
Yeah.
make top six. Huh? Nazim, are we going to
guys,
go on to the quiz section and
The
then come
quiz,
back to
yeah.
the predictions and lineups and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that? Wolfie, you wanted to say something?
Oh, yeah. Wait, actually,
yeah,
just
I want
I did a.
look. I hear what you
yeah,
guys are
same
saying,
amount of
but
draws.
I have to.
Jeez.
I have to disagree with you guys on not playing Europa League that we are where we are at the moment. Remember, the first three games was we basically we threw those league matches away, but we also I've been very very critical on Edu, but we have to also give him credit because he's allowed at the club spend 150 million, and the
Mm.
players that we've all been talking about, they are the players that's been performing and that's
Yeah,
been helping us win games and making us more
yeah.
solid.
But Wolfie,
So
another thing also
we
remember, you said we threw the first three games away. Just bear in mind and be mindful that we never had, or Teta, not us, but or Teta never had the same squad at his disposal at the beginning of the season. We had
but
numerous
exactly my
injuries.
point.
We had COVID and
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
So now that he's,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying now that
he's
he's
got
formulating,
the
he's trying. Yeah,
150
he's
million
basically
pound
got
players
his. Yeah,
in. You understand
exactly,
what I'm saying? So they are now
exactly. Yeah,
playing.
no, for sure.
Now
I'm
that's
just
my
saying.
point. It's that
Correct.
it's that we got
Mm,
what we needed, what we never had last season. We got that players in now, and they're performing.
correct. And
That's
they
the
are playing
difference.
now. Yeah, they are playing
And
now. Yeah,
what you must also
and
notice
Arteta's actually showing. Yeah,
that first
Yeah,
three games was, yes, the Brentford one. There's no excuse for that, but the other two is
mm,
Chelsea and
Yeah,
Manchester City.
and I think
mm,
the big for me the biggest issue with the whole no Europe and could we have benefited or not or whatever is the fact
yeah,
that we've got the youngest squad and the youngest starting 11 in the Premier League, and that would have been a
correct.
step too far for this young squad to have a weekday game and a weekend game. It would have been a step too far.
Yeah,
I think maybe another
just
season
think you'll burn them out.
with
Yeah,
new
yeah.
signings
You'll
next
just
year,
burn them out.
bang, then
Yeah,
we ready for
correct.
Europa
correct.
plus Premier
Yes,
League and stuff. I think it would have been a
and
season too
then
soon.
yeah,
That's true.
correct, Warren. And then Oteta also knows his
That's true.
prominent starting 11.
Listen,
There's no ways he can.
you can really see it just on the England guys, the England players. You can
Yeah,
really
that's
see
three
going
players already.
forward.
Yeah, yeah,
Ben White's, even Ramsdale, that last post
yeah,
Everton crap keeper.
yeah. Fuck.
Ramsdale, Ben White, Saka, Smith
Yeah,
Rowe. That is the future England team. That is going to be the
correct,
Arsenal.
That's true. Yeah.
correct, brother. We're gonna have probably
That's
five
true.
to seven players in that team
And maybe
starting
Balogun can outplay
as well.
that lad
He'll
from
come in.
Spurs, that guy from
And
Spurs. That
trust me on this. Martinelli will be the number 9 for Brazil in a few years' time. I'm telling you now.
He's coming. Oh, that might be another shocker in the second half, eh? We might have to bring
Yeah,
Martinelli on for pace because he also tracks
we
back.
forgot
Remember?
actually about him, eh?
Yeah, he's past.
Yeah.
I was thinking
super
about it
sub,
now when
super
you,
sub,
yeah,
super
bring him
sub.
on in the second
We
half
need
as
energy.
well,
We
just
need
to,
energy. We
yeah,
need energy.
keep
Yeah.
the
That's
keep the
true.
energy on that left flank and then protect as well.
Okay,
Because
Nazim, we're
they'll
gonna
have to
do the
probably
quiz now.
come.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Quiz
go.
time.
Let's quiz time.
Taste your
Okay.
knowledge. Taste your knowledge. You
So
better
the
Oh
swallow
gosh,
the
quiz,
beer.
here we
Swallow the
go
beer
now.
quickly.
Come
Swallow the
on,
beer
you
quickly.
Arsenal,
Swallow it.
come
guys in the
Cheers.
chat, you can also join on the quiz. I'm not gonna give you time to Google the answer, so I'm gonna give you like 10 seconds, and I'll push for answers from the guys. So
Go for it.
we're not going too far back. The 4-4 draw.
The
Everybody should
classic
know that
4 draw
game.
at Anfield. Remember that?
The classic 4-4 draw.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yes. Yes.
yep, that's the one. Okay. So first question: who was the Arsenal keeper in that 4-4 draw at Anfield? Fabianski,
on. Ambiance,
Almunia,
hey,
or
Yeah,
Lemon?
hey,
A.
hey,
Okay.
I'll go with
Wolfie's
I
A.
think
A.
it's A.
Okay. Brandon's A. Just waiting with the chat, guys. Okay. We got Almunia. Okay. 10,
Vita Manoni.
9, 8, 7, 6,
It's Vita
5,
Manoni, man. Vita
3,
Manoni.
2, 1. Okay.
Mhm.
Answer is A. Fabianski. Next
Yeah,
question. What was the halftime score in that game?
Two, two.
2
What is
0
it?
to Arsenal, 1-0 to
One.
Liverpool, or 1-0 to Arsenal? A, B, or C?
yeah.
Gonna push you guys.
Go C,
C.
C.
Okay, Brandon C. Wolfie.
Take a guess,
I
man.
know also Australian
And Morgan
scored
saying
twice
B.
down that side.
He's
I don't
thinking.
Yeah,
He tried to break it down.
Come on,
Just
take a
wait,
guess.
man.
Take a guess.
I'm,
Take a
gotta
guess.
push you.
I
I gotta
see.
push
I'm
you.
gonna go with. I'm gonna go with A. I'll go with A because I'm
A.
just gonna go. It could be. Yeah, it could be C, but I'll go with A.
Answer is C. Arsenal was leading 1-0 at
Hey.
half time.
Yeah, I knew it was
Well done,
something like
Blake.
that. Yeah.
Come
1-0.
on, something
Can you
like that.
imagine?
Yeah.
Okay, last
7
one.
goals.
Who scored the last goal of that game? Fernando Torres,
Hey,
Andre Arshavin,
hey,
or Yoshi Benyayun?
hey. I'm gonna put my house on that one now. Here we go.
Yo,
Baker,
how
what
about
did you say?
B?
B.
Arshavin.
Arshavin.
We've got a C from Marcus, the Liverpool fan, and Roderick with a B. B. Marcus, yeah, we got your C, and answer is C. Marcus was the only one that was right.
Come
And
on!
Yes,
you want to
lah.
know? You want to
Come
know
on!
why Marcus?
Did
You
I
want to
win?
know
Did
why
I win?
Marcus got it right? Yeah, Brandon, you won. You want to
He's
know
a
why
Liverpool.
Marcus got it right? Because Yossi Benyayun wasn't playing for Arsenal yet at that time. Was a Liverpool
He was
Yeah,
playing
player.
for
correct.
Liverpool,
He
yeah.
scored for
That's why I
Liverpool.
never,
That's why
I never
Marcus knows
selected
the
him. I
answer.
know. Yeah.
Wolfie,
Cool, man.
I'll come fetch the house keys tomorrow.
Wolfie, my deepest.
Oh.
Wolfie. Wolfie. Wolfie, my deepest sympathy.
I hope you guys got a room for me there, Warren and Baker.
No, you pull through, yeah, man. Come on,
Take
pull
it,
through.
bro. Take it, bro. Take it,
Just gonna
bro.
run through. Don't forget to join the predictor game. If you haven't joined, put in your scores. Remember, cutoff is 15 minutes before the game starts. There is prizes up for grabs, as you can see on the screen. I know it. I wish I could add a couple of zeros to that. Hopefully, we'll get some sponsors
Yeah.
in next season.
Fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
sure.
We can put that up. But just for fun and giggles, and put your predictions down in the chat, and we will run through our predictions right now. Wolfie, we'll start with you.
I'm going for a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Okay.
2-2
And
draw.
what is that, your heart or your head saying that now? Heart or head?
I so want us to win. I so want us to win that game, man. Yes, like
Yeah.
that. I so want us to win that game. I mean, yeah, I got a bottle of Jack Daniels there. It's just waiting to be opened up. If we win that game, telling you.
What time are you opening it? What time are you opening it?
9
If
o'clock.
we win it, I'll open it up.
9 o'clock breakfast. Champagne
But
breakfast.
yeah, I'm going with a 2-2 draw. I don't want to be disappointed. I don't want to lose, so I'm going for that draw tomorrow.
2-0.
It'll still be a 2-2.
Wow.
2-2.
Okay.
Yeah. Brandon.
Azim, you climbing the log here, eh? Jeez.
Yeah,
How
but
does Colin say at the top though? How does Colin
because
keep
nobody
saying at the
is
top?
getting the scores
Jeez.
right. Colin is getting her predictions right. She hasn't
Morgan is
gotten-
number
She
7.
hasn't gotten one spot on, but she's predicting that Arsenal wins, so she gets points. But Chevelle is catching up to her. I mean, he's only 4 points.
Okay.
There was a time Colin had more than a 10-point lead.
Okay.
But yeah, I know I'm on the board. I can't win the thing. So
Morgan
if
is
I-
7th actually. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez.
So nice.
Well done, Morgan.
Who's
Well done,
Am I
Chevelle?
Morgan.
am I still lost in the log? Yo.
I'm not quite
you're
sure
like
where you
29.
are.
39.
421.
I can-
Baker, your prediction.
Okay.
Your prediction, Baker.
Yes, bro. I think we're gonna concede first, but I think my gut is telling me we're gonna sneak. I got a sneaky suspicion we're gonna get one over them. 3-2.
Woo! I'm telling you, I'm gonna. Oh my goodness.
Brother, if that happens, you're gonna have to leave your house and come through to me, but don't know how you
I'm
gonna
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 phone
have to
that
sleep over
Uber.
here.
I'm
We
gonna
have to
phone
sleep
that
over here,
Uber.
bro. Sleep over
Speed
here.
dial. Speed dial.
We're gonna have to party till Monday.
Ooh. That's a lot. Look, do you think it'll be a high scoring game though? That's another question.
Normally is between us and Paul. You know this. I don't need to tell you guys facts or Paul stats. We know this.
You know
Normally
what? I
happens.
can, to be honest with you, I can actually see us doing a good job defensively, and
Yeah.
you know,
and
even with
getting a
their great
sneaky.
players.
You think about a sneaky. On a sneaky.
I'm still worried about us going forward. I must say, but I'm not convinced.
I
man.
don't think
know.
you need to worry. I think the boys
I
are
don't
gonna
know.
surprise us tomorrow. We're
I
gonna
bloody
get our
hope they
chances.
do. I bloody
Trust
hope
me.
they do.
We are going to get our chances. Liverpool has got some injuries and not full strength.
Will we
That's
take
still
it?
no
That's the other
excuse.
question. Will we
That
take
is
it?
what
That's
I'm
another
gonna-
question.
That is what I'm trying to
Aubameyang.
look. Warren, that is what I'm hopeful for. So that's all I can say. I got faith in the boys. We've had a good run of results up to now. This is the real challenge, like Wolfie said, like Naseem said. It's up to the boys tomorrow. Don't blame Arteta if the result is not in our favor, please. Because that players he's going to put out, he's going to instill all the faith in them. He's going to give them what they need to do. It's all up to them.
Yeah.
If they follow
Turn
these
up performance
instructions,
tomorrow.
look,
Here's the other thing.
Arteta already beat Klopp, so he knows how to beat him. So
That's
it's
true,
just
yeah.
up
That's
to
true,
it's
yeah.
up to the. I don't agree. I can never beat Klopp. Then I can
Yeah.
still say, nah, you know what? We never, Arteta never ever beat Klopp, blah blah blah. But that's not the case.
Almost like Ole.
So yeah,
Ole.
oh God, no, let's not tell him that. Yeah. Ole out. No,
Ole
Ole
in,
in.
Ole
We're
in,
playing,
Ole
no, we're
in.
playing them soon. We're playing them soon. Ole in.
So here's also
Yeah.
the other thing is that we haven't beaten Liverpool in a long time, eh? The last
know.
time we beat them was
Mm,
in
don't
2012.
remind me.
2015.
We know that,
2012.
like 9 years ago or
So
something.
Nazim,
so
8 years,
Nazim,
9 years ago. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
2012. Last time we beat
That's
him,
how.
Podolski and Santi Cazorla scored for us.
no,
Two- I think it was a two,
Wolfie.
away from home.
At Anfield. At Anfield.
At Anfield,
At Anfield,
2-0.
oh,
A
the last
2-0.
time
We
at
beat him
Anfield.
2-0, you know.
Yeah.
At Anfield, 2-0.
Yeah, but-
We played in.
Lucas
Didn't we play in
Podolski
that
and Cazorla.
purple stripe crap?
Yeah. Some
Hey,
we
played in that year.
Yeah, it was that.
It wasn't that.
But
It
just
wasn't that
remember,
crap because we won.
Wolfie.
That was the
That
only
was
good.
2012.
No, that was the
Hang
only.
on.
That was the only
Wolfie.
good game Diaby ever played for us. That
Oh
45
God, yeah,
minutes.
for sure. I
That's
remember.
the
Yeah.
only good
And then,
game
always
Diaby played
injured.
for us. And then he
Oh,
went to go
yeah.
work.
Derby!
Then he
He's
went to
always
go work
injured.
at the Spur. He went to go work at the
Yeah.
Spur serving burgers.
No, man, it was at Pirates.
Yeah, what a total
No,
awesome.
they,
But listen, if you look at it realistically, sorry, Wolfie.
Yeah.
2012. Okay, so 2012. Just
That's a long.
converted to back numbers.
Oh,
I think I'm
whoa.
2021. So 2012, we turned it to back numbers around 2021. Bruh, it's meant to be. It's now or never. Bro,
Listen
we're
here.
never going to get a better chance. And if we beat them tomorrow evening, I'm not going to run naked in the road, but I mean, geez.
I promise you, everyone's going to say, no, Arsenal's going to win the league
Yeah.
if we beat them tomorrow.
No,
I promise you
we're
they're
not
going to say that.
go-
I promise you.
No,
I know
we're not
Arsenal
playing the league.
supporters, man.
You know
They
us,
just
bro. We
watch
beat
the
Liverpool
page and
and
people's
then-
going to say we
Who's
win
our
the
next
league.
game? Who we playing after Liverpool?
Newcastle. We're playing
Newcastle,
jeez.
Newcastle, and
Newcastle.
Man United.
and
Okay,
Everton
yeah.
after that.
Yes. Okay, I was hoping
Manchester,
for Man
isn't
United,
it?
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We play
Yeah, okay,
Newcastle
then-
home, United away, and then Everton
Yeah.
away.
Everton. Yeah. Look, we should beat that. We should at least get about 9 points off the Liverpool.
Yeah, I think we
We
should.
should
Honestly,
definitely
we
get
should
9
get.
points.
We
I'm
should
not
get
even
9 points. Up.
I'm not even gonna be one of those gooners anymore and say, maybe 6 points out of 9 and then hope we're gonna lose one somewhere. Just look, everybody doubted us up to now.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna be negative, it rubs off on the players, man. I mean, the crowd has really been
That's
behind
exactly
the
what
players.
Arteta said.
And the crowd is, you know what, for some,
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how it happened, but guys, you have to be absolutely excited for the fact that the crowd has actually been behind the players.
Yeah, they have
At
been
times they
fantastic.
and at times they played cuck. But I mean, the crowd has been behind the players. The Emirates has been
Oh.
full.
Sorry,
You know what
there's
I'm
one
saying?
other thing. Sorry, Breaker. There's one other thing I actually meant to
Sure.
mention at the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
checked the
carry on.
fixtures. I checked the fixtures that they released for December and
Cool.
January. Now I know
Yes.
some people go to work in December. Most people take leave. But on Tuesday, the 28th, that week, so Christmas and then Boxing Day is the
Yeah.
Sunday, the 26th. So we get the Monday, right? The
Yes.
27th. Now that
Yeah.
midweek, from the 28th onwards, the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, there's a full
Correct.
round of games.
That's
We
right.
play on the Tuesday at 2:30, the freaking afternoon. So if you not on leave and you working,
Oh.
you're gonna have to make a magical move, there, brother.
Oh, I see what you're saying here.
Yeah, so
Okay.
just we need to post. I'm gonna have to post that on the page. Just a FYI to the
Okay.
guys. Book your annual leave for that day because we're
But
actually
we
playing at
playing-
2:30.
uh,
We're playing
are we
I
playing-
think Southampton
are we
or
playing-
something.
Aren't we playing City on the 1st, New Year's Day?
New Year's Day we play the first as well. Yeah, 2:30. We the first game on New
Jeez.
Year's Day. Which is actually a
Well,
cool
City-
thing. You can do your lunch thing with your family and watch the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, geez, we're playing in City. What a way to
Well-
start the new year. Yeah.
Guys,
Well,
We play
guys, I
home
just
though,
want
eh?
to say some-
Yeah.
hey,
guys,
We're playing home.
Yes.
Guys, on tomorrow's
Yeah.
match, there is not one gooner that is worried about tomorrow's match. If you look around the world, if you go to Arsenal TV, whatever, we are all optimistic about tomorrow's match.
Yeah. There's hope.
Yeah,
There's
look,
hope. I think that's
We
for me.
all are
That's the keyword.
hopeful. We all are
There's
hopeful.
hope.
Wolfie, you're right. Look, there's
We
hope.
all
Like
are
you say,
hopeful,
Wolfie.
guys.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We all
Because
are
previous,
hopeful.
I spoke to some of the guys, and I won't say they're scared, but they are but wary now of Arsenal. They're like, oh, okay, you guys
Yeah.
are 2 points
Listen,
behind us.
I've sat
Yes,
next to
there's a goal difference. Yeah,
I've sat
but I'm
next to
saying,
Wolfie. I've sat next
yeah,
to Wolfie at the supporters club many a times when we played at
yeah.
Anfield, and then at halftime we 4-0 down.
Jeez, bro.
We took
I've
hidings
got a little
together.
feeling.
Me and
Nah,
Wolfie took hidings
I
together.
know.
Yeah.
Look,
But
I was at
hopefully,
the premium. I was at
hopefully,
premium earlier,
hopefully
and
we can raise glass
Yeah.
tomorrow and
yeah, no, for
celebrate a win
sure.
tomorrow
I
for
seen
Just
Wolfie and
William,
me.
and William just waved.
just
Normally he comes out to gun me. You know, I seen
okay.
William early on at the premium, and William normally comes out to gun me, and he just said, "Mr. Baker," so I said, "I'll see you
Uh,
tomorrow, sir."
what
It
in,
will
Already?
be so awesome if we can
what in,
book the horses on their home field. You know,
Yeah.
what in
Sorry.
are
that's
you
it.
guys? Are you guys at the supporters club tomorrow?
Oh well, what a question.
Uh,
Of course. I mean, jeepers.
yeah.
Come on, man.
So,
Come
what's
on,
the
brother.
address for those that doesn't know the address? What's
One
the address?
155 Main Road, Plumstead.
Awesome.
Opposite
Yeah.
Pirates
Yeah.
upstairs.
Marcus, you're obviously welcome to join us there.
Nazim, what is your prediction? You didn't give your prediction.
Oh
My
yeah,
prediction.
jeez.
7-0.
Be honest.
Nah.
Jeez.
I don't think we're gonna beat Liverpool, eh? It's gonna be a tight game, but I think they're gonna win us 2-1, 3-2, there around. So, uh, but I
Give one
think
score.
3-2, 3-2,
So he's
3-2,
basically
3-2
inverted
to
my
Liverpool.
score.
32.
Yeah,
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 3-2 to
it's fine.
Liverpool.
Inverted.
No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
guys,
it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
final thoughts in 30 seconds. Wolfie.
It's gonna be tough.
I'm got a prediction. I've got my prediction, so I didn't give my prediction yet.
What's your
Okay.
prediction?
My prediction is I will be drunk by 6 p.m.
That's normal.
Guaranteed.
That's not a prediction.
Guaranteed.
True story. Warren, I wanted to have the show tomorrow, and then I
Yeah.
told him, look, we can only do it
No.
tomorrow, like 6 o'clock
Yes.
tomorrow evening.
No,
And he's
no,
like,
that's like right before the
I'm
game.
gonna be drunk.
You'll be
No,
gone.
not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
jeez.
Yeah.
There'll be a whole
You
lot
know
of
what, guys?
foul language.
Nazim, Warren,
Yeah.
thank you for the show this evening. All the
Awesome.
gooners, let's get behind the team.
Yes,
Win or
let's be
lose,
positive. Let's be
we
Come
positive.
on,
have
Arsenal!
look.
Come on,
If
Europe,
the
rolling
guys put
Reds.
in, if the guys put in a fight and they put in the performance like Nazim said, even if we lose, I'll be
Yeah.
grateful
That's
and
true.
I'll show so much gratitude towards the guys because I know we're building. Shows
Yeah.
his resilience, his
True.
fight. So
Just
win or
play
lose,
with the badge. Play for the
let's
badge.
play for the badge. And they have been doing thus far.
Yeah,
Up
true.
you Gunners, come on, you
That's the
Gunners.
goodness.
Let's do
Come
it.
on, you
Above who?
goodness.
Above
Above
what?
Above
Anyway, guys, Wolfie,
Cheers
Brandon,
out, man. Thanks,
thanks for
Nazim.
joining
Shot,
Thanks,
us.
Wolfie.
Warren, for the
We'll
show.
catch you.
Shot, Baker, man. Shot,
No
brother.
problem, man. Cheers,
Everybody else
guys.
that join
Catch
us
up
in the
tomorrow.
comments.
Cheers,
All right.
everyone. Good night.
Cheers,
Everybody
man.
that join
Cheers,
us in
cheers.
the comments
Gunners.
tomorrow.
Cheers, man.
Come on,
Excellent.
baby.
All the
So-
best, guys. Cheers, Warren. Cheers, Nazim.
Cheers, buddy.
Right.
Cheers.
Okay, everybody in the comments, thanks for joining us. We
Yeah.
will be back on Monday night to do the review. Hopefully, it will be a good one with good moods around. So, we will see you on Monday. And once again, thanks for joining us. Ciao. Have a good one.